Theoretical explanation of metric and metric British length conversions is presented. Many students find these calculations challenging. We are trying to explain this as thoroughly and as easily as possible. Remember, it is for you to practice as many examples as possible to learn and master these topics. Section 8.13 Metric Length Conversions. Section 8.14 Metric British Length Conversions.
The simplest metric unit of length is the meter m. Other commonly used units are 1 kilometer km equals 10 to the power 3 meters equals 1000 meters. 1 centimeter cm equals 10 to the negative 2 meters equals 0.01 meters. 1 millimeter mm equals 10 to the negative 3 meters equals 0.001 meters. Example: convert 115 meters to kilometers. 115 meters equals 115 meters times 1 kilometer divided by 1000 meters equals 0.115 kilometers. Example: convert 1.4 centimeters to meters. 1.4 centimeters equals 1.4 centimeters times 10 to the negative 2 meters divided by 1 centimeter equals 1.4 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. Example: convert 3.0 millimeters to centimeters. 3.0 millimeters equals 3.0 millimeters times 10 to the negative 3 meters divided by 1 millimeter times 1 centimeter divided by 10 to the negative 2 meters. Equals 3.0 times 10 to the negative 3 divided by 10 to the negative 2 centimeters equals 3.0 times 10 to the negative 1 centimeters equals 0.30 centimeters.
Here we introduce steps with conversion factors to solve problems. Hopefully this would help.
Step 1. Read the problem, that is the question, and write the initial unit given in the problem.
Step 2. Read the problem once again and write the final unit the question asks to convert to.
Step 3. Start with the initial unit, then write sequence of units that progresses to the final unit.
For each change of unit, make sure you have stated the equality and the corresponding conversion factors.
Be certain to arrange the units in each factor such that the units in the denominator cancels the preceding unit in the numerator.
Perform calculations and make sure to report your answer in the correct number of significant figures.
For example, express 176 centimeters in meters. Step 1. Read the problem, that is the question, and write the initial unit given in the problem. The initial unit given in the problem is 176 centimeters.
Step 2. Read the problem once again and write the final unit the question asks to convert to. The final unit the question asks to convert to is meters.
Step 3. Start with the initial unit, then write sequence of units that progresses to the final unit. Recall: 1 meter equals 100 centimeters.
You have to memorize these common conversion factors. Without this, progressing with units will be very challenging.
The conversion factor can be written as 1 meter divided by 100 centimeters.
Or 100 centimeters divided by 1 meter. Now read step 3. Be certain to arrange the units in each factor such that the units in the denominator cancels the preceding unit in the numerator. Hence, the conversion factor 100 centimeters divided by 1 meter is not the right fraction, as the units cannot be cancelled.
Now multiply 176 centimeters with the conversion factor 1 meter divided by 100 centimeters.
Cancel the units, that is centimeters, in the numerator and the denominator.
Equals 1.76 meters.
The number 176 centimeters has three significant figures, and the answer 1.76 meters also has three significant figures.
Common British units of length are the inch, IN, the foot, FT, and the mile, MI. 1 foot equals 12 inches. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. The conversion factors from inches to centimeters and feet to meters are 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. 1 foot equals 0.3048 meters. Example, convert 4.32 centimeters to inches. 4.32 centimeters equals 4.32 centimeters times 1 inch divided by 2.54 centimeters equals 1.70 inches. Example, convert 3.00 feet to millimeters. 3.00 feet equals 3.00 feet times 0.3048 meters divided by 1 foot times 1 millimeter divided by 0.001 meters equals 914 millimeters. Example, convert 6,122 meters to miles. 6,122 meters equals 6,122 meters times 1 foot divided by 0.3048 meters times 1 mile divided by 5,280 feet equals 3.804 miles.
Earlier in section 8.10-8.12 we said, when an equality shows the relationship of units from two different systems, the number is measured and counts toward the significant figures in a calculation.
However, there is an exception in the relationship 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. The value 2.54 is defined as exact. We now introduce you to our unique online homework. Here we will solve two examples related to the topic discussed. If your instructor has administrative privileges, then they will choose the time, number of attempts, etc.
Here, on purpose, a wrong answer is selected. And in this question, a right answer is selected.
Upon submitting your answers, you can click on the video to understand the explanation.
The question asks to select the unit that represents the largest unit length. The selections we are given in the question are dm, nm, pm, and cm. In SI base units, length is measured in meters, abbreviated m.
Since base units are not always efficient in describing certain quantities, example, using kilograms to describe the mass of a single penny, prefixes are used to alter the size of the unit. Other metric units are related to these by multiplying by powers of 10. Prefix, deci. Abbreviation, dm, that is decimeters. Multiplier, equals 10 to the power minus 1. This means 1 decimeter equals 10 to the power minus 1 meters. Prefix, nano. Abbreviation, nm, that is nanometers. Multiplier, equals 10 to the power minus 9. This means 1 nanometer equals 10 to the power minus 9 meters. Prefix, pico. Abbreviation, pm, that is picometers. Multiplier, equals 10 to the power minus 12. This means 1 picometer equals 10 to the power minus 12 meters. Prefix, centi. Abbreviation, cm, that is centimeters. Multiplier, equals 10 to the power minus 2. This means 1 centimeter equals 10 to the power minus 2 meters.
The answer you have selected is incorrect. Up to this point you are well guided. This should enlighten your understanding of units and their respective multipliers, so that you can select your answer correctly. Thus, a thorough guidance and explanation is offered, even if your answer is incorrect.
Recall, for this question, a correct answer was selected. Here is the solution for this question.
In order to get a better understanding and develop confidence, it is important for you to do the calculations by yourself. Simply looking at the videos will not help you develop confidence. Hence, perform the calculations simultaneously with this tutorial. In the example, we are given 1 mile equals 1,609 meters. Now, express 1,609 meters in scientific notation.
If you need time, you can pause the video.
If you answered 1.609 times 10 to the power 3 meters, then you are correct. If not, you need to review the topic on scientific notation in the ebook. Now write the conversion as a fraction. Remember, you have to set up the fraction such that the units at the top and bottom cancel whenever you are performing any conversion. If the fraction is set up in such a way that units do not cancel, then your setup is wrong. Hence, 1.609 times 10 to the power 3 meters times angstroms divided by 1 meter. You have to read the question and get this value. Remember, you can pause the video for time. Hence, the conversion fraction is 1.609 times 10 to the power 3 meters times 10 to the power 10 angstroms divided by 1 meter. Meters at the top and bottom can be cancelled. Equals. Remember, you can pause the video for time.
Equals 1.609 times 10 to the power 13 angstrom. In the question, the number 1609 has 4 significant figures, hence, the answer is given in 4 significant figures. Hope you have learnt and understood this concept.